What's on? What's on? I was at a loose end, so I just thought I'd go live a bit early. Basically, there was a bloke coming around to the flat today to look at the water heater, and he came a bit earlier than I thought he would. He's been and gone, fixed it, so yeah, thought I'd go live. How are we all doing? Cheers to happy Friday. I imagine I'm quite fortunate where I don't work Friday afternoons, but I imagine quite a lot of people be still at work at the moment. So we'll see how many viewers we get. But lovely to see you and interact with you in the chat if you're about. I love Cardman22 is the first. Big ups. It's my team. Must say my thoughts not too different from I've got to say where I was yesterday with my team selection video. I'll just make that in the middle. There's my team. Pretty happy with it, to be honest. Pretty happy with it. Glenn just got home from work. Huge, mate. Happy Friday, Glenn. My plan with this was I was going to do like the first 10 minutes just talking about my team, my plans, and then I got some stats to share as well as a bit of like a final preview as per the title of the stream. So here is how my team is lining up then. Flecken in goal against Wolves. Pretty good fixture, right? Trent, Gabriel, Rico Lewis. I'll basically just sit and wait and see if we get any news on Rico Lewis at all on Twitter. In fact, I'll have a check through Twitter when I've gone through the stats and stuff. Quite happy with Gabriel. Rodgers against Man United. I would obviously question, based on their game midweek against Bayern Munich, like the mentality of that Villa team. I think it's going to be hard to play at that level again, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm quite happy to have Rodgers. Eze's the one. Eze is the one that I'm really thinking about getting rid of, but Brennan Johnson is the one player that I could bring in. And it's the international break. Brennan Johnson is going to play for Wales. I'm reluctant to do it. I think I'm going to keep hold of Eze. And Bumo, been a legend, obviously. Mo Salah, very happy to have him. Comparatively, I've seen a few people in the comments saying I haven't got Palmer, I'm cooked. Without, I think I'm very happy to have no Palmer and have Salah, to be honest. You know, he's the best player in FPL history. Chris Wood, a little bit sceptical as to, I guess, his chances of scoring against Chelsea, but I'm happy to have him. You know, he's on penalties, probably going to play. Yeah. Solanke, very happy with him. I think Spurs have got really good chances against Brighton. I saw Van Heck is out for a couple of months, something like that. Then Haaland as my captain. So, quick look at my score predictions. I always do some score predictions on this preview stream. So, first game, first kickoff, Liverpool Crystal Palace. Remember the old Gandhi meme, never back the early kickoff. But I'm saying Liverpool win that one 3-1. Arsenal, I don't see any other way of them. I think they trounced Southampton. I think gone 4-0 in that game. 2-2 between Brentford and Wolves. Leicester, I think they just lose 2-1 to Bournemouth. Man City 3, Fulham 0. West Ham 1, Ipswich 1. I think Newcastle just edge it against Everton. In fact, since I've done these predictions, we got news that both Branthwaite and Mykolenko are out. So, yeah. Just something to bear in mind there for Everton. I'd probably actually back Newcastle to score more goals than 2 with those 2 out. Man United and Villa, I've gone 2-2 in that game. It certainly wouldn't put me off going for Rodgers. I think both teams will probably score. Chelsea, I've got them just edging it against Forest. Forest are a decent defence, so I think Chelsea, they're not going to run away with it. I think it'd be a relatively close game. I've gone 2-1. And I think Brighton Spurs, both teams will score 3-2, 4-2. I put 4-2 down. I think that's my rough prediction for that one. So here is the projected goals and clean sheets in each of the games. So I'll just read out the top teams. Top teams for goals, you've got Liverpool, Brentford, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, Bournemouth, West Ham, Villa, and then Tottenham and Brighton. They're all expected to score around 2 goals in their games. And clean sheet-wise, Liverpool 34, Brentford 29, Man City 46, Chelsea 36, got Arsenal 55, and West Ham 31. Any team like outside of those highlighted, I'd be a little bit reluctant starting defenders from, I would say. Next up, we got a short list of the top projected goal scorers. This is all from betting markets. Haaland, wow, he's almost double any other player. 1.17 projected goals, which is, I think, the highest I've seen so far. So yeah, and he's got a 69% chance of scoring, a goal or more, basically. So yeah, that's pretty good. Saka is second, 0.65. Obviously, Southampton. I would say Southampton are probably the 20th best team in the league right now. So that stacks up. Likewise, Havertz. Both him and Havertz are on equal footing. Palmer's up there as well, fourth. Salah in fifth. Mbumo, Solanke, Jackson Watkins, Evan Nilsson, and Son. In fact, if you're in the chat right now or the comment section of this in YouTube, let me know who you have on this list. How many players on this list you have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 on this list at the moment. No, actually, yeah, just check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4. Let me know how many you guys have got on this list. And then here is a longer list. So I think that previous list ended at Son. Yeah, so this is a bit more of an extended one. So you got Son, Foden. You can see from Foden down a bigger, longer list of players basically for projected goals. I'll leave that on screen for a little bit and answer some of your questions. Oh, I wouldn't doubt Salah, mate. I would not be doubting Mo Salah. Mate, I am praying. Eze will score. I am praying that Eze scores. Yeah, Eze does have decent fixtures after Liverpool. We'll just return to my team a second and just pull up Eze. I think it factors everything in IDK. Yeah, the fixtures ain't too bad, are they? Liverpool, Forest, Spurs, Wolves, Fulham, Villa, Newcastle, Ipswich. Like all of those games, conceivably, they could score, right? I don't mind that. Let's go back to those graphics. I don't think it assumes they play 90. I think it makes a minutes come into it, if that makes sense, into the calculation. So, yeah. I think most of these guys, I guess you kind of have to, it probably is actually suggesting that they start, isn't it? Because you look at Foden, he might be a little bit risky. You know, Xerxes of United, for example. Ruter of Brighton. Yeah. Anyone still got Bruno Fernandes, by the way? Lol. Right, I'm just going to pop Twitter up a sec while that's on my screen, and then we can have a scroll through my FPL.Team news list. Excuse me. And have a look, see if there's any news. A few people with a final thoughts video up. I'm live, baby. That's what I'll do. Pep being emotional about Man City. Just lots of Pep quotes. Son is unlikely to be involved. There's the latest news. Isak's going to miss tomorrow's game. It's looking like Ramsey, McGinn, and Bailey all potentially have knocks, which could mean Duran starts. Liverpool fans salty about Zubamendi. That's quite funny, isn't it? Scroll past that because it's game footage that's probably copyrighted. Yeah, I think Rico Lewis is a 50-50, to be honest. Yeah, that's it for leaks. Oh, what's FPL Tony saying? Have you said anything? No, just a joke about Bruno's expected red cards. He obviously got another red card last night. Let's have a scroll. Rico Henry's back for... Let's have a look at Ben Dinnery. Rico Henry's back for Brentford. Matty Cash's in training. Yeah, it's Jacob Ramsey and Bailey are doubts. Amadou Onana is a doubt as well. Franca. I don't even know who that is. Just having a scroll. So yeah, Mikolenko is a major doubt. Branthwaite did his quad as well. Yep. All the known Man City injuries. Yep. Yep. Van Heck out till next month for Brighton. That could have implications on their defence. And that's it. Go back to my team. Thinking about using my wild card in game week 8. What do you think of this? Raya, Lewis, Gabriel Canate, Palmer Foden and Bumo Gibbs-White, Rogers, Solanke, Haaland, bench of Van de Ven, a 4.5 million forward and a 4 million defender. I don't mind it. I think you can do better than Van de Ven though, defensively. I really do. Realistically, he's not going to get that many attacking returns this season. Excuse me, I'm very yawny. Yeah. Rico Lewis starting 50-50. Crystal Palace also have a good track record versus Liverpool, but I don't know if that's a solid enough. No, it's all about Christian Bull, isn't it, mate? Do you remember old Christian Bull and Dwight Gale? Thinking of doing Eze to Trossard. Yeah, I don't mind Eze to Trossard. I think that's a good move. I don't think that's too bad at all. I would have done it if I wasn't priced out of it, I think. Yeah, I don't mind that. I love Carman. I do not. If you asked me that question at the start of the year, the answer would have been yes, but I don't. Do you? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have a quick look. I'm just going to go back to... we'll put the goal scoring projections up, and I'll just have a trawl through Twitter to see if there's anything about Rico Lewis. Also, why are you asking me if I got a girlfriend? You're about to make a move on me. I cannot see any news, I'm afraid. I'm just going to go back to my team. He's about to transfer me in. Should I stay on Eze or go for Foden and take the risk? Or rather than getting Foden, I'd get an Arsenal midfielder if you're not already tripled up. I'd do what Finn is doing and get someone like Trossard. I love Foden. I know he's player of the season last year. But yeah, I need a leak that he starts, I think. That's what I'd need to convince me. I'd need a leak. Speaking of leaks, I actually need to go to the loo. But yeah, I'd need a leak to convince me. I love Cardman. I am 5'11" and a half. Taller than you, mate. Unlucky. I think Eze to Kulu and that Nord's tractor driver to anyone would make your team fab. Who's the Nord's tractor driver? Draft player here. I can't be sure if I should go with Haaland plus Wood plus DCL or Rogers plus Haaland. Or I wouldn't play Wood. Bro, you'll realise in your years that competing with people around height is nugatory, and you're probably still going to grow if you're 15, mate. So, sure. I was only joking about my height, actually. I think I'm probably 5'11" on the nose. Like, yeah, I can't really remember how tall I am. About 5'11", something like that. Yeah, Alex, I just don't see an alternative. The alternative is Salah, but he's the early kickoff. And you know what they say about the early kickoff? Oh, CJT. Maybe. The Palmer fixtures do turn. Oh, it's got... You're calling Haaland a Norwegian tractor driver, are you? Shade. Would I keep him? Yeah, probably. You bought him for a reason, right? He played last week, didn't he? Excuse me. I'm a wee bit tired this afternoon. I didn't sleep all that well last night for some reason. Oh yeah, his minutes are a little bit meh. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of him, you know. Plenty of other midfielders around that price. I know the fixture's decent, but I'd probably get rid of him. Yeah, you want better minutes than that. Oh, he owns about 6 tractors. I didn't know that. Haaland, that is, owning tractors. I didn't know that. There you go then. There'll be an Amazon Prime TV show coming out soon called Haaland's Farm. How about it? How about it? I'd go Mbumo over Bowen. Definitely, I think Mbumo is better than Bowen. What do you think about a triple defender Arsenal plus Trossard? We can only have... I don't know how draft works. Whether you can have more than 3 players per team. But yeah, I don't mind that. Game week 7, Arsenal are the most likely team in my head to keep a clean sheet. So it makes sense. And then Trossard's got a good a chance of scoring as anyone. CJT and Mbumo or Bowen? I'd go Mbumo. I said that already, didn't I? I would keep hold of Nicholas Jackson instead of transferring out to Havertz, I think. Trent plus Johnson or Van de Ven plus Foden? I'm not big on Foden yet. I think it's too early. Who's in your team currently? I'd stick to what you have. Yeah, I'm not massive on Porro, but against Brighton he could do all right. I just don't think Tottenham keep that many clean sheets this season, to be honest with you. I know they just kept one against United, but that's Man United. I have Haaland, Watkins, and Palmer. Nice. Mavadidi, oh, I don't know. Excuse me. He's definitely pickable. There are so many players like sub 6 million that you could pick. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not bored or anything. I'm just a bit weary today. Don't know what it is. Good to see you, Dakshin, mate. Eze to Mbumo, if you can do that, 100%. 100%. That's a good move. Unfortunately, I've got them both. Apart from Solanke and Son, who is the best Tottenham player? I would say Brennan Johnson right now. Hey, Dakshin. Not really any priority transfers. For me, I don't think I'm going to do anything. Someone's just asked Eze to Mbumo if you could do that. What's going on? If you can do Eze to Mbumo, I think that makes good sense. But other than that, with the international break next week as well, I would be hesitant to make too many changes to my team. I want to play Porro, not for clean sheet potential. Brighton is without Van Heck, and Porro can do some work. Yeah, fair enough. Haaland missed 3 big chances in the Champions League. Would you think of course? Of course. Only last week. Game week 1 last week, and when he played Arsenal were the only times where I wouldn't captain him. This week, my captain, man. He has scored in the Premier League so far this season. He has scored 10 goals from 6 expected goals. Just because he missed a few chances in the Champions League does not mean he's not on good form. Oh, the best 4.5 million midfielder. Oh, I love Carman's done me dirty there. That must have been a Euros video. Wow. To be fair, I think I'm going to dig myself a big hole here. I think one day I got measured at work for like this health check thing, and my height was 6 foot. And then I got measured by the doctor and I was 5'11", like on the nose. So either I was in a different posture, one of the measurements was wrong, but I've got 2 official measurements of myself. One of them was 6 foot and one of them was around 5'11", I think, if I remember rightly. So yeah, digging myself a hole there around height. I'm comfortable. I'm secure with my height, man. There's nothing I can do to change it. It is what it is. I've got 3 free transfers at the moment. Yeah, agree with you, Danny. I am going to keep hold of him. I like the look of Brennan Johnson, but his minutes are probably not as safe as Eze's. And I also, I don't think he's definitely off penalties, is Eze. And I just know, I'm sure you're feeling the same, Danny, but I just know as soon as I get rid of him, he'll score. That's the kind of luck I have with players. I sold Guardiola and Gordon last week, who obviously both scored. It's just what happens to me. So yeah, if I by the way, if I do end up getting rid of Eze, I'd recommend you keep him. Interesting, Harmony. I'm hoping Wood does score. I've picked him in my team because I'm comfortable playing him against anyone because I think he can score against everyone. He's just that kind of striker. CJT, stranger things have happened. That's all I'll say. Remember Chris Stamble? Remember that? Yeah. Stranger things have happened. I would not rule out an Eze goal at all. I think it's possible. And he's definitely still Palace's best player, in my opinion. Just going to see if anyone's DM me with any news. I don't want to check my DMs on her. Mbumo is the Brentford penalty taker. Fair enough, Andy. You're probably suitable for specific sports as well. Do you reckon Saka and Salah for both Son and Foden in Gameweek 9? No. No. I don't think there's a planet where Foden is a better option than Salah. Sorry. I just don't agree with that. I can see a justification for selling Salah if you're not going to captain him. But I just wouldn't get rid of him for Son or Foden. I think he'll consistently be the second best player in the game. Second or third best player in the game. Big ups to FPL.Tom. Back again, joining me on a stream. Many things you can do to change your height. Drinking at least 1 litre of semi-skim milk a day helps. Sprinting and weightlifting also increases human growth hormone. There you go. This guy's he's got growing gains. Just for the record, mate, human beings are not designed to drink cow's milk. Just saying. We're not designed to process lactose. So, yeah, I'm not sure if milk is actually going to do that for you. Sprinting and weightlifting, though, I can't deny that. I also found that when I had whey protein, there was something in that, which I guess is made of cow's milk, isn't it, to be fair? So you might be on something. When I was having a lot of whey protein, I got a lot of acne, and that was because my body had so much growth hormone in it. Or you could, no, actually, no, I'm not going to recommend that at 15. Yeah. Why don't you compare free? Yeah, how many free transfers you got, bro? Or you could just hang. I don't know, like hang from a bar. See if that helps. Drafthound's back. Yeah, Bruno got sent off, didn't he? Again. That's quite funny seeing you back. The beauty is, though, as a bloke, you have the power to What was I going to say? This guy in the chat's going crazy. As a man, you've got the ability to change quite a lot about yourself, apart from your height. You can change pretty much everything else, apart from your height. CJT, you're 16 and have got a beard. I'm 27, mate, and, well, I shaved this morning, but I barely get a goatee. Fair enough, Andy Burton. Yeah, I have heard about Diamond Dallas Page's yoga. It's a bit magical. I've only had him a week, so I can't really say I've been disappointed by him just after a week. He's in the team for the long run. We'll see. No, I don't think so, Danny. I would not sell Saka for Salah. Salah for Saka or Palmer. I just keep Salah. Saka doesn't excite me all that much, I've got to say. I'm not full of excitement for Saka. Cheers, Joseph. Bro, bro, I've stopped growing. I'm 27 years old. There's no way I'm growing anymore. I'm fully grown. But protein will help me grow sideways. That's for sure. I try and have 150 to 200 grams of protein a day with all the training that I do. So yeah, I think I'm eating as much protein as my body can take, basically. Solanke in for Wissa, sat on my bench. Sorry, I missed your question. I was talking about milk. Yes, I like that. I like Solanke in for Wissa. I think that's a great move. I'm doing everything wrong with RIP my kidneys. I mean, come on, man. I'm also dealing with a shoulder injury, so I figured the more protein I eat, the quicker I heal from that. And if all that fails, I'm going to go for some BPC 158. See if that works. Would it be smart to go TAA and Eze to Lewis and Foden? What you're doing there is selling two players who are absolutely bang on nailed for their team for two players who are not. I don't like that too much. Martinelli or Trossard? Oh, that is the big question. If you go back to my Gameweek 7 buy and avoid video, the graphics are not on my stream anymore. If you go back to that video, I've got a stats comparison of the two players. I think, Lalix, I probably will. I probably will start Lewis if we don't get any leaks. Clint still, João Pedro out for a while. Is Raul Jimenez a good replacement? I just think there are so many good sub 7 million strikers. Jimenez is probably the best around that price point, isn't he, really? Or Delap. Yeah, I agree. You're cooked beyond belief, but you can get limb lengthening surgery. I don't want limb lengthening surgery, mate. I'm very comfortable with my height. Told you that, man. I've accepted it. 27 years I've been alive for. No, plenty of time to accept all my physical flaws. I don't even think it's just average height. I'm quite happy. In fact, what is like the average? Well, it depends on the country, etc. But yeah, what is the average male height in Britain? I'd go for Raul Jimenez because he's on penalties. I would always favour the penalty taker. Yeah, I like Guardiola. I just sold him, but now I like him again. John, mate, you don't, bro. Like, you come in whenever you like. I'm not even gonna accept that as an apology, mate. You do not need to apologise. My pleasure, Clint. 5'11" is a good height. Cheers. I think it's 5. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Wildcarding this week and trying to. In fact, I do wish I had longer arms and bigger feet for swimming. That would help. Look at this guy, man. Wildcarding this week and try to decide on a 4.5 million defender. Already have Lewis. Thinking of 8 Nori, Van der Ven, and Leif Davis. You're going to have to do better than that to get under my skin, mate. I grew up playing Call of Duty. By the way, I don't know if anyone is a similar age to me, but sitting in Call of Duty lobbies has made me pretty immune to like internet insults, by the way. So you're going to have to try a bit harder than that. I challenge you. Then you'll get banned. Do you think Kwanzaa will ever have a chance? It all depends on Konate getting injured, and I don't think Konate has the best injury record. So it's only a matter of time before Konate picks up something, and then Kwanzaa's going to play. So I wouldn't pick him right now, but I'd definitely have my eye on it. I don't think Luis Diaz will start Tasty Bites. I don't think so. We'll probably, to be fair, we will almost definitely get a leak about the Liverpool team because they're the first kickoff. 5-8. We're going to have a look. I'm going to Google it. I'm Googling. Because it all depends. Different nations and cultures have different genetics, don't they? It's obviously like people in Asia are naturally shorter. I think the shortest nation in the world is Indonesia, for example. By country. I promise you I'll bring you some FPL stuff as well. We're on Wikipedia. Just keep looking at best Pedro replacement. I think Raul Jimenez or what's his name? Delap. Where do you live, CJT? Where did you move to? Poll idea. We already did that, didn't we? We already did that poll. But yeah. We'll do that poll. Did you buy Palmer this week? I would bench Luis Diaz over Morgan Rogers. Sun Tzu with your war philosophy. Team reviews will be tomorrow. I'm just live to have a bit of a final preview. Already have him. Duran hat-trick. Yeah, tell you what, Duran's a good option. It looks like he might play, especially with no Leon Bailey. Right. United Kingdom, I assume it's called. All these countries. Yeah, average male height in the United Kingdom is 5'9". There you go, and America too. I'm sure the tallest country for male height is the Netherlands. Almost sure of it. Oh, that's the shortest. Oh no. Oh, we're all going wrong. Bosnia. There you go, and the Netherlands. So Bosnians and Dutch people are really tall. There you go. There you go. And yeah, the shortest? What's the shortest? Some aren't recorded. Yeah, East Timor, Guatemala. Lots of Asian nations there. There you go. Apparently the average height is 5'9", mate. Apparently it is. I live in Australia. That's cool. Whereabouts in Australia? I can imagine they are, apart from the UFC, though. I'm not going to be done for any racial stereotypes, John, so I will not repeat that comment. No way the average height is 5 foot. Oh, I just read that, haven't we? Some guys must be bringing that down. Letting the side down. Any Pedro? Yeah, we got news that he's out long term. That was another bit of news, actually. Oh, I've spelt João Pedro wrong. I'm searching for him on Twitter. There you go. He is out long term. Van Heck's injury is not that bad, like, for example, the issue for João. And Van Heck is out for a month. Yes, there you go. For the next month. And it suggests that João Pedro is out for longer. So, there you go. He's out for a while, mate. I'm afraid. Sorry to bring the bad news. RIP. Oh, well, it's not actually. We found the answer to that. And it is people from the Dinaric Alps, which is a region between Bosnia and Montenegro. Or it's Bosnia. But yeah, I mean, that's the equivalent of the Netherlands, isn't it? They're all about 6'1.5". There you go. I heard FPL Tom's going to come to the Bristol Derby, but there won't be a Bristol Derby for many years because Bristol Rovers are rubbish. Sorry. Melbourne, lovely. Would you replace Pedro or strengthen the defence first? I'd get rid of Pedro, mate. Especially if he's not playing. From the Caribbean, where the deadline is 11. In UK, it's 6 a.m. here after a Friday night of completely wasted. It's tough. Well, maybe you could not get wasted on a Friday night and do something productive like do an FPL live stream. I'm only joking. You do what you like, mate. But yeah, maybe don't get too drunk and then it's a bit easier for you. Priorities, man. All those lovely Caribbean women in the nightclubs, mate. Crack your FPL team out instead of getting a vodka down you. Tell you what, FPL Tom would know all about chat up lines for girls in different countries. I'm sure he cracked out his FPL team and showed the Swedish birds. I'm joking. Thank you very much from Guyana. Guyana has a really cool flag, so I rate that. He's still trying to get to me, bro. I don't need to prove anything to you. Yeah, I look tiny. Hey, you call me tiny, man. Say what you like. I could outswim, outrun, and outlift you, mate. I could definitely do all three. Even with a dodgy shoulder, I reckon. I challenge you. Do you follow price changes on Pedro? He's going to go down tonight, I reckon, isn't he? I had someone convinced me to get FPL fixed, didn't they? So I'm gonna activate it if that's possible. Can I do that? Oh, I've got to tune on my browser extension. Crack it on. If you're in a different country, that makes sense, mate. I think. I'm just going to turn on browser extension for price changes and refresh. There we go. Is it a good idea? No. Do not drink an FPL, mate. Don't drink an FPL. Bad vibes. I turned on the browser extension. As you can see, I've got honey, which hasn't really helped me very much at all yet. Oh, there we go. Now it's on. I could beat you at all three, mate. Easy. But they're video. It's beat you at video games, mate. That's fake. It's not real. I beat people at real activities, man. None of that fake stuff. Rocket League's just fake football, same as FIFA. You'll be playing the real stuff. Why can't I see the price changes? Price. Where's the price changes? Fight. Do my head in. You're going to tell me? Yeah, so this is FPL Fix. Someone convinced me to get it on one of the streams that I was doing. So you go on the FPL Fix website and then you can download it as a browser extension. So those are my browser extensions. And then apparently it gives you all of this data here. But it's not working for me at the moment. I can't see players' price changes. Maybe I have to refresh again. But it's pretty cool because it's integrated with within FPL, so it looks seamless. Price changes. I clicked on it. Let's give it a little while to load, I guess. One thing I would say, though, I love Cardman. If you're saying you can beat me at everything, I reckon it suggests there might be a little bit of, bit of insecurity there. Don't worry about it, mate. You don't need to compete with me. I'm not your competition, man. Don't stress. It's all good. We're all friends here. I'm here to help you at FPL. That's my job. Is there anyone except from Haaland who has cemented himself via Edison? Edison and probably Akanji seems to be pretty nailed. I say Kovacic, Kovacic 2 is probably going to play every game. Sell Luis Diaz for Trossard, Saskulu, or hope Diaz starts. I don't think Diaz starts this week. A man is as big as his heart and as strong as his word. There you go. My job is to get John to number 1. Is that my only job, is it? You can't help me at FPL. I'm a much better manager than you. See, he's still trying to compete with me, man. This guy. What's your rank, I love Carl, man? Just out of interest. Give me your 10-season rank history, bro. It does, CJT. No one can understand. I can't load these price changes, I'm afraid. I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I'm going to go to Fantasy Football Hub instead. By the way, I'm an affiliate of Fantasy Football Hub. I think rather than the 50% discount, they're doing a 30% discount if you want to sign up. But there's a link in the description. So you're 1.7 million and you're saying you're a better FPL manager than me. My rank is a third of yours. More than a third. I'm 500k overall, bro. Come on. Come on. Hang on, we'll do... There you go. Have some of that. I was just watching myself on the stream preview shushing you. Hey man, they're just doing a sale. That's just what they do. Where is it? There's the price change. Van de Ven's going up. Rogers going up. Wout Fass. Harwood Bellis. Colwill. Haaland's going up again. Martinelli's going up. Doesn't look like Jimenez is going to go up. Johnson's going up. Palmer's going up. And then there's some going down tonight as well. So White, De Bruyne, Minter, Castagna, Sterling, Bailey, Doggy, Joe Linton, Onana, Wissa. They're all going down tonight. So those are the ones to watch out for. The higher the number, the better the rank. Yes, mate. You can keep telling yourself that. Ultimately, though, I'm comparing rank at what, game week 6? The only rank that matters is where you are in game week 38. Oh, I love Carvan's literally just said it at the same time, bro. We're on a wavelength. Same wavelength. It's all jest, mate. I honestly, it's all good, man. I'll just load up Fantasy Premier League again. 2 seconds. Whereabouts are you from, by the way? I love Card, man. Where do those competitive genes come from? CJT, do it, mate. It's worth it. Trust me. Watch my content all the way till game week 30. No, I'm joking. You do what you like. But it is worth playing for the full season. Would you do a -4 to get Saka? It depends who you're selling. Gotta say, it depends who you're selling. But I still think Haaland is the best captain this week. From Australia, big ups, mate. 12:27 in the morning. Huge. Have you heard of a swimmer called Kyle Chalmers? He's my favourite swimmer. He's Australian. He's a pretty cool dude. No. Salah to Saka for a hit just sounds absolutely mental to me. Sorry to shoot down your idea, but it sounds absolutely mental. I'd start 8 Nori instead of Aina because 8 Nori's goal threat is great. Would you captain Saka? Yeah, I think fair enough. I've never even heard of David Wilkie. He's probably a little bit before my time. Oh, guys, I'm desperate for the loo. Yeah, Mikolenko's injured. I went out for a little quick coffee before the stream because I needed to get out of the flat and it's gone straight through me. So give me 45. I reckon I'll be 45 seconds. You can time me if you like. Ready? I have washed my hands. They're still actually a little bit damp. I was going to put them on my mouth to be funny then. I'm going to Google David Wilkie. At the end of the day, I'm taller, stronger, faster, and a better FPL manager than you. I'm also quite good with the ladies. Good for you, bro. Well done. 1976. What's that? Is that with David Wilkie? Haaland workload is heavy. Yeah, at some point, I'm sure he could get rested. I think he'll just get injured, though. Gordon, yeah, I rate him. I rate it, especially Everton with no Branthwaite and Mikolenko. And the fact he's on penalties when Isak isn't in the team. What's your event in time, CJT, if you're getting paid? Did anyone time me? Was I within 45 seconds? I tried to be quick. You can't rush these things. And I wash my hands. Montreal Olympic gold medalist. He might actually be a commentator now. All right. Absolutely fantastic mustache on him, mind. Oh, he passed away this year. Oh, he passed away. Yeah, didn't realise that. R.I.P. That's very sad. Yeah, I didn't know that. There you go. Might have to do a bit of research on him after this. Oh. That was a bit somber, wasn't it? Who should I start? Rogers, DCL, or Solanke? Last week started DCL. Guess who scored? Yeah. Just put the fries in the bag, lil bro. I forgot to mention that I'm richer than you too. You are not a skibbity sigma. Oh, okay. What's your net worth, man? Put your net worth in the chat. Or how much liquid cash are you sitting on? I've got about 25 quid. Oh, I've just lost the chat. 2 secs, guys. Sorry if you sent me a question. Chat's just disappeared from my screen. Oh, so annoying. I've lost the chat. Come on, YouTube. What are you doing? Gonna have to refresh. Bear with, guys. Sorry about this. Come on. There we go. Oh, he's a swim teacher. Fair enough. Ali Mac, I don't know. I can't say either way. What time is the kickoff? If the kickoff is, if it's on Saturday, which it is, I think we could do. The thing is, a Man City leak means what am I trying to say? It assumes that Pep Guardiola will say what his team is before 11 a.m. tomorrow. And I'm not sure if he does that all the time. Like, sometimes I would be unsure if Pep even knows what his 11 is right now. So whether we get a leak or not, you see where I'm coming from? It's really hard to say. That's why I asked net worth, John. Net worth is the big one, man. I don't know what my net worth is, to be honest. It's not something I'm measuring. Yeah. Last week I gave captaincy to Salah instead of Haaland. No, I'd go with Haaland this week. Take the extra points last week and run. That's what I'm doing. I'm going straight back to Haaland. The logic was there to not do it, to do it last week. I don't think the logic is the same this week. I gotta say, I don't think it's quite the same this week. I Love Cardman has got a net worth of 2,000 Australian dollars. Nice one, mate. Sorry, Danny. I need to do my tax return as well. Remember, I've leaked yeah, true. We had a leaker in the chat last week, didn't we? I have to keep track on him. We'll see. Saka, yeah, Saka's a decent captain. I personally think it's Haaland, but yeah. Sorry, Danny. I apologise. I find accountancy quite boring, to be honest. I respect people that do that job because it actually scares me at times, that kind of thing. Just looking at numbers on a spreadsheet, I can find it quite intimidating. I actually have a score prediction. Would you look at this? It's my score prediction. I went 3-0. Just down a litre of skim milk, 340 calories, 34 grams of protein, and 48 grams of sugar. Perfect drink to consume before a workout. You should take my advice. Well, it's what, 12 a.m. in Australia? And you're drinking a litre of milk. Man, bro, you'll be on the toilet soon. John, you can't say that about Danny. Danny's not boring. Everyone needs an accountant. Everyone at some point in their life is going to need an accountant. That's all I'm saying. My thoughts on Foden is it's a little bit too early for him. You could hop on him now and get ahead of the pack, but I think it's a bit early. I just had a litre of water because it's the best thing you can drink. It's hydrating. There you go. I'm still quite excited about this team, apart from bloody Eze. Stinking it out at the moment, that guy. But I can't justify selling him. I can't justify getting rid of him at the moment. Should we see if there's any more press conference news? Let's have a gander. Let's have a goosey. You're just repeating yourself now, man. You're just repeating yourself with insults. Telling me my team's rubbish. You're watching my video, man. Oh, Salazar for McNeil. I can't bring myself to do it. Ben Dinnery we were scrolling through. Let's see if he's got any updated quotes. No, he's just talking about Brentford so far. I don't like that, SJ. I don't like that. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I prefer Saka and Rodgers to Trossard and Foden. Just my opinion, but I'd stick to what you got. Don't make those moves. Saka is 6 points every game week. Andy, if Arsenal score big, he's not the one that takes all the points, but every week you have 6 points. I completely agree on no harmony. I will not concede. It's just the fact it's international break as well. I think if it wasn't the international break coming up, I would do it. But I don't like the thought of making transfers before international break. I can totally see your logic though. The player I'd want is who would I want? The player I'd want is Brennan Johnson. I'd replace him with Brennan Johnson, I think. I don't know, CJT. It's just his track record of returns, I think. Even though they're not that much. I've been struggling to work that out too. There must be something in it. You had Palmer for his 17 and 25 point hauls. No, because we discussed what our ranks are. And mine is a lower number than yours, so not that jealous. Yeah, I hate international breaks too. They're well boring. I can't make videos. If anyone's got some stuff they'd like to see from me, like video-wise, over the international break, by the way, shoot it in the chat. I think I was just going to do an in-depth video of the top players in each position by price, if that makes sense. So like the top pickable assets at each kind of price point. I thought that would be a good video to make. And obviously, because there's 4 positions, I'll do 4 videos. But if anyone has any video suggestions for me that they want to see over the international break, go for it. I was also thinking about making an... Actually, we'll see. Actually, I'm not going to disclose that one just yet. Lee Carsley, CJT, is the current England manager. Used to be a day in the life of Tom video. We could do that. It wouldn't be that exciting though, really. I'd just be sat in front of my laptop for 10 hours and then go swimming where I couldn't film. I also feel like I go to the gym quite a lot, but I feel like a bit of a knob filming in the gym as well. Particularly my gym. It's not a very filming friendly place because it's only small. James Justin's heat map. Yeah, I just can't pick him. Sorry. I don't play Champions League fantasy. I'm afraid that's just one too many plates for me to spin. Might get into it next year if I have more time, but I work full time. I do a sport. I just can't do it all. Can't do it all, I'm afraid. I wish I could. I just can't. I think players not involved in internationals but in form likely to kick on would be a good stream. Fair enough. CJT, a gym membership is probably the best value thing you can get, in my opinion. Good to see you, Alex. Changed his name, look. Alex Andrew in brackets Alex. Alex, I'll call you Alex from now on, bro. Yeah, gym membership is the best investment you can make because you can spend unlimited time there. You go twice a day if you want. Well worth the money. For the price of like a video game per month, you can go as many times as you want. And it probably has showers as well. You can shower there. How good's that? But no, seriously, it's well worth the money. Unless you're too young, then get your parents to do it and pay them. And the earlier you start lifting weights, the better, in my opinion. 2-2 Man United Villa. I'm going 2-1 Man United. We chose 2-1 against Ipswich last week for FPL. I'm struggling. You're going 2-1 to Man United, fair enough. I do think that Aston Villa fall off a little bit after the Bayern game. Hey, do you get a free transfer during the international break? You do. But it doesn't, it's not an extra one. So you just get one for game week 7, basically. It's game week 8, sorry. If that makes sense. Nice one, Alex. I'm going to call you Alex because it's different. I'm going to call you Alex. It's new and different and fun. Yeah, but I've used my triple captain to great effect. Weightlifting at a young age stunts your growth. Does it? Have you got some research to suggest that? I'd like to see a paper to suggest that because I've not seen that. No comment on that, John. You can work that one out for yourself. I feel like I would be a bit of an arsehole if I just said yes to that. Gianni Battici is eating his hat if Rico Lewis doesn't start. Agree, Andy. I think they will be. Will this be the one? I just don't think Saka has a... I say that and he gets one. I just don't think Saka has that big of a haul in him. I think Palmer does. But I just don't think Saka is explosive. Apart from when he plays the worst team in the league, which is Southampton. I quite the I find CJT the idea of going to a specific different location from your home to train is more motivating, even more so if you go with a friend. So yeah, and I think on the for especially for men and women, just don't. I think that lifting really heavy weights when you're not fully developed is probably not ideal. But when you're young, going through puberty and like full of growth hormone, that's a good time to lift a bit of weight. And what it also does is sorts out your posture as well. Not necessarily lifting heavy weights, but posture is really important. It's probably why I've got my shoulder injury. So lifting a bit of weight when you're younger is quite useful just to put your body in the right position all the time. I wish I could say the same. Well, actually, no, I don't know about that. Planning on doing Kanate to Vandenberg and Diaz to Foden after the international break. Fair enough. I would consider getting rid of Diaz now because I don't think he plays. Oh, I've lost my chat again. Bloody chat keeps disappearing on my screen. It's really annoying. I'll get it back. Give me my chat. I've lost the chat. I have to refresh. Bear with, guys. I've lost the chat again. I'm probably going to go for another quarter of an hour if that's all right, and then finish at 4. I feel like I've not really spoken much at FPL so far. Here we are. Honestly, John, I don't really stick to like yeah, I'm doing a lot of hangs at the moment, Chris. I'm trying to spend at least 5 to 10 minutes a day hanging. So yeah, this morning I did just walk to the gym and did some just in my jeans. It was quite funny. And then at the pool we've got some pull-up bars and stuff, so I'll do that before I get in. So yeah, I'll be doing some dead hangs. In terms of my diet, I just eat clean, mate. A good diet is not hard. A good diet is simple, but it doesn't mean it's hard to stick to. It doesn't mean it's easy to stick to. You just have to eat things that are single ingredient, and then you're healthy. Like potatoes, chicken, peppers, onions. I have quite a lot of curries, stir fries, just single ingredient foods, basically, mate. Yes, I don't join a gym in January. Yeah, I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions myself. I think if you want to do a New Year's resolution, you should start it today and just do it. That's my opinion. Cunha, yeah, you know what? I don't hate Cunha. I don't hate it. Do we have confirmation that he's on penalties? That would tip it for me. If he's a penalty taker, I love it. I do not mind that at all if he takes pens. I would eat more vegetables, but I don't. Unfortunately, I don't like enough veg to make my diet interesting enough. And also, it's really hard to get as much protein as I need through non-meat means. Otherwise, I'm just drinking protein shakes all day. So I do try, but I do eat quite a bit of meat, to be fair. Keep shooting your questions in. I'll be live for another 10 minutes or so. Got any more questions? Doesn't have to be FPL related. People just ask me random stuff by the looks of it. The Game Week 6 preview, and I'm talking about Jim. Oh, see, Alex, that is such a tough question. I just think it's too early for Foden. I just think it's too early for him, personally. But you love a differential, don't you? I just think it's too early. It's my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Mate, I love Carman. You gotta chill, man. But I've no issue with you saying this kind of stuff, but it's just getting a bit wearisome now, to be honest. I appreciate you, bro, but come on. Yeah, I do not. I tell you what, Alex, I do not mind Mbumo as a differential captain. All right, we'll have a look at. We'll see what FPL review's saying in terms of points. Yeah, there you go. Harmony's 9'7". Have that. FPL review. We should see what FPL review's saying I should do with my team. Actually, I'd be intrigued. I don't know. Cardman's got something going on. There's your FPL review expected points. I'll leave that for a little while. And yeah, she's from Scandinavia as well, don't forget. There you go. There's your FPL review expected points. Salah's all the way down here, look. Bowen is ahead of Salah. Wow. I was just going to see what I should do with my team. I would agree, CJT. I think he does too. I like that, Andrew Barton. Sounds good, mate. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Oh, I've been absolutely loving 80s music recently. So this is my... I can't get excited about these moves, guys. What do you reckon to any of them? Would you do it? Would you do any of them? I don't think there's any comparison between Foden and Palmer. I think Palmer's levels above. In terms of FPL, anyway. I'm rolling. It's telling me FPL review is saying to use 3 transfers. I'm rolling. There'll be an option for no transfers somewhere, but I don't think I want to do that. TA, yeah, we'll see. I'll have 4 free transfers next week. Bowen, the best player in the league. I actually do think that Bowen will come in to replace Mo Salah. I do have quite a strong opinion about that. I think he is the natural replacement for Mo Salah. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Bowen. There are 2 players in the league that consistently score more goals than their expected goals. And I think that is the true sign of an absolutely clinical finisher. And it's Heung-min Son and Jarrod Bowen. Those are the 2 that outperform their XG every season. So, yeah, I really like Bowen. Asking me how much I weigh. I think I'm about 79 kilos, something like that. 5'11", 79 kg, something like that. I think I'm probably 10-11% body fat, I reckon. I haven't had my body fat measured in a little while. We don't get that at my new swimming club. But yeah, I'd say I'm about 10-11%. I completely agree on Bowen. He feels like he gets a chance every game he plays. Like, against every opposition, every game, it looks like he has a goal-scoring opportunity every game. Do you guys think Palmer will stay at Chelsea? Is he already too good for him? Yeah, but Chiesa's really injury prone. How many did each of them score? Bowen got, what, 17? I want to say Son got 17. Bowen got 14, something like that. Yeah, I agree, Andy. West Ham are really in the mud at the moment. I don't think their manager is going to survive that much longer. Yeah, agree, Alexandru. It's an interesting one. Chelsea actually do not look too bad at the moment, to be fair. Considering all the issues that they had during the summer, everyone was insulting them for buying loads of players. They're actually doing all right at the moment. I think the secret for Chelsea is to stay in all of the extra competitions. Because if they don't, then they're going to have some pretty annoyed players. Do you reckon Palmer loves... He's a Man United fan, just saying. I'm sure he does love London, though. You put a bet on West Ham to go down, that is pretty big. Oh, 16, Son got to say that's close, isn't it? Close. One of them was a penalty taker as well, to be fair. Imagine if Bowen was a penalty taker. Unlucky, CJT. It happens sometimes. I think that's a solid bet. I completely agree with you, Alexandru. Like I said, I think if I was a betting man, I would suggest he goes to Liverpool when Salah leaves. I don't rate Van de Ven. Sorry. I just don't think he gets enough attacking returns, and Spurs are not good enough defensively to pick him. Hello, Martin, if I didn't say so already. Yes, you do need him. He's by far and away your best player. Palmer to Real. Yeah, they're probably going to get Trent and Palmer, aren't they? Let's be honest. I think they're definitely going to get Trent in the summer. And they do that, they're just going to be disgustingly good, aren't they? So they got on his day, Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion. So they got him in goal, Trent, Rudiger, Eder Militao. Who's their left back? Is it Mendy? Yeah, Mendy. Tchouaméni. Oh, it'd be disgusting. Disgusting team. Oh, Alphonso Davies. Yeah, they could get him. That would just be disgustingly good. And a front three of Rodrigo, Vinicius, Mbappe with Endrick on the bench. Crazy. Crazy good. And Barca aren't too bad either, to be fair. So I just resetting the position of my shoulder. Yes, Martin, I will be. I'm going to sign off this stream in a second because I've been live for an hour and a quarter and I've got training. So I was just going to do that now. But I'll be live at 8 a.m. UK time tomorrow morning for a deadline stream. So very much looking forward to that. Yeah, I think that's everything. Best defenders under 5 million. Shout in the chat. Help him out. Best defenders under 5 million. Give him some suggestions. Salah to Palmer last night. That's huge. Don't worry, John. You can be late. There's no pressure. Nice team, Jobert. 5-question quiz incoming tomorrow. I've done the quiz questions. If you're really... So I've got... Mate, I'm not doing that on live stream. You just have to believe me. What an absolute arsehole thing that would be to do. I'm not doing that. Yep, see you guys. Take care, everyone. I'm going to go warm up, do a bit of land stuff, and then head to training.